Good morning, students. Myself Jaideep Goswami, Director of LBS School and lecturer in physics. Today we are going to introduce our YouTube channel, and the name of the channel is Team LBS Bhadra. Now, students can make most of from this channel. Now, today we will study about the semiconductors. Now, first of all, we will study what is semiconductor. Semiconductor are the solids whose conductivity is less than the conductivity of the conductor and greater than the conductivity of the insulator. This is the definition of the semiconductor on the behalf of electrical conductivity. Now, semiconductor are also defined on the basis of energy band gap. These are those solids for which the forbidden energy band gap is greater than 0 electron volt and less than 3 electron volt. Okay. Now, semiconductor are of two types: intrinsic semiconductor, and intrinsic semiconductor are also called as pure semiconductor. And second one is extrinsic semiconductor, or you can call it impure semiconductor. Okay. Now, intrinsic semiconductor are the semiconductors in which contains only one type of the atoms. For example, pure germanium or pure silicon. For example, this is the object of germanium. If every atom of this object is germanium, then this type of the semiconductor is known as intrinsic semiconductor, or the semiconductor without impurity is known as intrinsic semiconductor. Okay. But the electrical conductivity of the intrinsic semiconductor at room temperature is quite small. So, intrinsic semiconductor are not very useful in any electronic device. So, in order to increase their conductivity, we mix some impurity in the intrinsic semiconductor. So, the semiconductor which contains impurity, is known as extrinsic semiconductor, or impure semiconductor is known as extrinsic semiconductor. On the behalf of impurity, or you can say doping, the process of mixing the impurity is known as doping. On the behalf of impurity or the doping, the extrinsic semiconductor is of two kinds, namely N-type semiconductor and P-type semiconductor. Okay, extrinsic semiconductor is of two kinds, namely N-type semiconductor and P-type semiconductor. So, first of all, we will study N-type semiconductor. Okay. Now, N-type semiconductor is what? When the pentavalent impurity is mixed in tetravalent germanium or silicon intrinsic semiconductor, then the semiconductor so obtained is known as N-type semiconductor. This can be shown as follows. This is what? +4 +4 +4 +4 +4 +4 and +4. Here +4 represents what? Tetravalent. Here +4 represents the tetravalent germanium or silicon atom. Okay. And these are the covalent bonds. Between what? Between the germanium or silicon atoms. Okay. These are the covalent bonds between the germanium or silicon atoms. Now this is what? This is the intrinsic semiconductor. This is what? Intrinsic semiconductor. Now when a pentavalent impurity, when the pentavalent impurity is added, when the pentavalent impurity is added in tetravalent silicon or germanium intrinsic semiconductor, then the semiconductor so obtained is known as N-type semiconductor. At the moment when the pentavalent impurity is added, then the pentavalent impurity replaces one of the semiconductor atoms and takes its position. Since here the impurity atom contains 5 electrons, so the impurity atom makes covalent bond with the 4 neighboring 1, 2, 3 and 4 neighboring semiconductor atoms. Okay, but the 5th electron of the impurity atom does not make any covalent bond because it has no semiconductor atom in its vicinity. Okay, but the binding energy of this 5th electron with this pentavalent atom, the binding energy of this 5th electron is very small. So at room temperature this 5th electron acquires the thermal energy, and as a result of which it leaves this atom. Okay, in this way we can say that impurity atom donates 1 electron to the entire crystal structure. Okay, we can say that the impurity atom donates 1 electron to the entire crystal structure. Okay, that is why this kind of impurity is known as donor impurity, and the impurity atom is known as donor atom. Now when the impurity atom donates 1 electron, then it becomes what? Positive ion. Then it becomes what? Positive ions. Now these electrons are in addition to the electrons which are obtained due to the breaking of covalent bond. At room temperature the covalent bond between the semiconductor atom breaks, and as a result of which electron hole pair is generated. At the room temperature, due to the thermal energy, the covalent bond between the semiconductor atom breaks, and as a result of which electron hole pair is generated. So we can say these electrons are in addition to those electrons which are obtained due to the thermal energy, or you can say which are obtained due to the breaking of covalent bond between the semiconductor atom. Now here you can see that there are the 2 electrons, but there is only 1 holes. Okay, so we can say that in N-type semiconductor electrons are majority charge carriers, whereas holes are minority charge carriers. Okay, though the electrons are majority charge carriers and holes are minority charge carriers, but as a whole N-type semiconductor is electrically neutral. And since there is the majority of the negative charge, that is why this type of the semiconductor are named as N-type semiconductor. Now you can this is the bonding diagram of the N-type semiconductor. Now you can make the block diagram of N-type semiconductor like this. When the impurity atom donates 1 electron to the crystal structure, then it becomes a positive ion. Okay, it donates 1 electron to the crystal structure and becomes a positive ion. And so here you can see that after donating the electron, the impurity atom becomes what? Positive ion. Here you can see that the positive charge on what? On the impurity atom is same in magnitude as that of the electron. So total charge is what? 0. Now due to the breaking of the covalent bond between the semiconductor atom, electron hole pair is generated. So here 2 holes and 2 electrons, for example. Okay, it may be 3 holes or 3 electrons, 4 holes and 4 electrons. So now you can see that total charge of this N-type semiconductor is what? 0. So this is what? This is the N-type semiconductor. Okay, here you can show that here these are what? These are known as immobile ions. Okay, and these are what? These are the majority charge carriers. Okay, and in N-type semiconductor majority charge carriers are what? Electrons. And these are what? minority charge carriers. Okay, minority charge carriers, and minority charge carriers are what? Holes. Okay, so this is what, this is the n-type semiconductor. Now this is the bonding diagram of the n-type semiconductor. Now this is the block diagram of the n-type semiconductor. Okay, after donating one electron, the donor atom becomes positive ion. After donating the one electron to the crystal structure, the donor atom becomes positive ion. So these are the positive ions. Okay, after donating the electrons, these positive ions are formed. Okay, now due to the breaking of the covalent bond between the two semiconductor atoms, electron hole pair is generated. Okay, let us suppose two covalent bond are breaked. So as a result of which two electron hole pair are generated. So here you can see that the total charge is what? 0. So you can say that though the electrons are majority charge carriers and holes are minority charge carriers, even the n-type semiconductor is electrically neutral. Okay, so this is all about the n-type semiconductor, and in our next lecture we will study the p-type semiconductor. Thank you, students.